you think everybody's built for entrepreneurship?
No, I don't. I'm sorry, and that may be controversial, but I don't. I think all of the great entrepreneurs who really make it, right? And you can start a business and maybe, have that for a few years, but I mean the real entrepreneurs, I think that they have something to prove. I think they want to win worse than anybody else out there. And I think they have found something that they feel is their footprint on the world. Like building SolidCore and even building Back on My Feet, the nonprofit, I felt like I was enhancing people's lives, and that was really motivating for me. Like if I was making desks or furniture or something like that, I just wouldn't have been a great entrepreneur. Like it wasn't about the money for me. It was always about the impact, knowing if I did a really good job and created value for people, the payday would be there.
Was there somebody close to you that ever doubted you when you were coming up?
I mean, so many people, of course. And I think people doubt you because they love you and they want to protect you. They don't want to see you fail. They want you to take a secure path. Like when I started my nonprofit, right, this wasn't to make money at all, but I had a negative net worth and I had to negotiate with my landlord. I got my landlord to give me 2 months free rent because I wanted to start this nonprofit to help the homeless. My dad was concerned for my safety. Everybody was just like, this is not going to work. Like it's admirable that you want to help people through this running club, and even SolidCore, it's like 90% of gyms fail. Like, what are you doing? You're making the wrong move. So I do think people try to do it out of protection, but it lands as like, you're doubting me. And like I said, I didn't pick things that weren't relevant to my skill sets. It was lining the skill sets up with the business that I felt I had the special sauce to really make a big business out of it. So, choosing something where you can play a game that you can win, I think is really a key component of being successful in entrepreneurship.
Now, you're worth over $100 million. Where do you invest your money? Where do the wealthiest people put their money?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm in wealth preservation mode, not too much wealth creation mode, but I still have a decent risk tolerance. So I would say I have about 50% of my money in public equities, and I am an individual stock picker. Yes, I have ETFs, but I think I have over $10 million of NVIDIA. Like, I am in the AI game.
So I need a secret right here. What's the number one most underrated thing nobody's talking about to get into right now?
I mean, listen, I still think the AI game is early. I think Palantir is early. I still think NVIDIA is early. I mean, some of these bulls have 2030 for NVIDIA being a stock price of $800. It's $152 today. Like, I still think if you're not investing in AI, you're going to look back and kick yourself. So I like public equities.
What do you mean by public equities? Is that just like in the stock market?
Yeah, public company, right? Public companies, right? Anybody who has any money can go get an account on a brokerage account like Fidelity. I use UBS as advisors. So I use their platform to buy and sell stocks, although I don't sell very many of them. So the thing about being wealthy that I'll also share is once you have money, James, you start to borrow and use leverage for anything else, right? So if I sell my stocks, I'm paying 20% if I kept them for over a year. And that's better than any kind of labor work from a tax perspective, but I don't want to pay 20%. So because I'm worth $100 million, UBS says, hey, Ann, you can have a $50 million line of credit with us. You can pull on it whenever you want. Well, I also negotiated my margin rate because I used to have my accounts with Goldman, and I left Goldman to go to UBS, and I said, but I want my margin rates to be lower than any other client that you have. And so I get to borrow money at like 5% right now, which is amazing. So I would rather pay 5% than sell my stocks and pay 20%. I don't have to pay any taxes on the money that I borrow. So if I can see an investment that I feel pretty confident that I'm going to make more than 5%, if I'm going to make double digits, I will borrow off the margin line and go make an investment in a startup or a private company, or loan somebody money at a 12 to 15% interest rate.
So it's safe to say that wealthy people, they play a different game than everybody else.
Yeah, and frankly, it's a game that, I had negative net worth when I was 26, 27, and I hate when people say things like, I just don't understand money, or I never was taught that stuff. Listen, man, neither was I and a lot of other people, and I think it's, the only person who loses when you decide not to learn about money is you. Like, read a book, listen to a podcast. Yeah. These things are available to absolutely everybody. My nieces and nephews who are, 20, 19, and 23, they have like 50 grand in the stock market already, and they're constantly asking questions and learning and trying to figure out like how they can understand this game better because they don't want to work their whole life either.